What is going on, guys? This is MCLN. I'm going to bring you beginner tips for Tarkov. I'm probably going to do less than 10, probably around 5. I don't really know yet at this point, but I'm just going to bring you tips on, brand new players, what to do, what not to do, maybe how to do some things, and just kind of introducing you to Tarkov because there was mistakes that I had made that I wish I didn't make. And there's mistakes that I will make because I'm not the best at this game. I'm not saying that I've had, I don't have like 1,000 hours or anything, but I'm just getting my foot wet, and I am bringing you some strategies that I have learned by myself or watching others. And let's get right into tip number 1. When you first spawn in, or when you first get the standard edition or whatever edition you get, right? Say you get the standard like me. You get a alpha case, I believe. It's an alpha case. Pretty much what it is a case that you can put stuff in. It is a 2x2, so 4 slots total, 2 on top, 2 on bottom, and you can put items in this. And if you die in game in Tarkov, all the other loot outside of that case, if somebody, your enemy comes up to you or whatever, if you die, right, that stuff is completely gone. You will never see it again, or not that you'll never see it again, but you'll never see specifically that stuff again. You cannot get it. So it probably helps to explain Tarkov a little bit better. So let me start with that too. Tarkov is a PvP MMO game where you go into a certain city of Tarkov, you spawn in, and you have to exfil. Usually the exfil is on the opposite side of where you spawn in of the map, and your objective is to survive with loot. So you could either go in with a hatchet, which is called a hatchet run, or go in geared. So you do a gear run. Say you go in with an AK, body armor, helmet, backpack. Your objective is to kill other players and loot and, kill scavs, because whether you loot the scavs or not, I mean, some people think it's frowned upon. Whatever you do, I know, okay, put it this way. At the beginning, it can be rough. So if you kill a couple scavs, my bad, it's not going to be the end of time. But, so you pretty much kill them because they will kill you if you are a PMC, or, if you're PMC, they will kill you no matter what. So you have to at least kill them or sneak around them. And other players, and there is player scabs too. So you every 30 minutes or so, you can go on a scab run. So you spawn in with a gun, and if you lose that gun, it doesn't really matter because they pretty much gave it to you. But if you don't exfil with that gun, you don't keep that gun. You have to still exfil with everything in this game. You have to exfil with the exception of what is in that crate. So getting back to that, you kill, scavs, PMC, and then you get to the exfil, and then you get all your gear, you get all this, you get all of that, and that's tip number 1 is the crates. So alpha is a 2x2, or they have a little pouch. It looks like a fanny pack, and how you will keep your gear is if the crate or container or pouch or whatever it is, if it has a little pinkish lock on it, that is a secured container. Now, at the beginning, it is very tempting to sell it because they sell for a lot of money. They sell for, like 90K for the alpha. The pouch, I think I got mine for like 19K, so it probably sold for like 10, 15-ish. But they have like the gamma, which I don't know if you can sell, but that's a 2x3, I believe, and so on and so forth, whatever. And it's very tempting, starting off. You don't have that much money. I think you start off with 300K with just the normal standard edition. But don't sell it. Trust me. It will earn you money faster than when you sold it. I mean, dog tags for one. That's another tip. So tip number 2, we're bringing the, first tip is crates. We're bringing tip number 2, which would be tags. Dog tags off of other players, PMC, are worth, I believe it's about $1,000 per level. So if they're level 1, $1,000. But if they're level 20, that's like 20K. So the higher the level they are, the higher the price you can sell them for. Which I don't know if I did this at the beginning or not, but oh no, I didn't, because I sold my crate. So at the beginning I sold my crate like like not being smart. And what you could do is factory runs and spawn in. There'll be other hatchlings, hit them in the head once, and steal their tag and just put it in that crate. And if you die, that's 20K no matter what. And you could buy guns, you can buy whatever you please, medicals with that, instead of wasting your time and grinding for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and only getting a fraction of what you would have got if you had that box. So don't sell that box. Get dog tags. That is a big one. Some people might skip over that and just, because you see a gun and you go, oh, a gun. But in reality, the dog tag is worth more than not most guns, but, a lot of guns, a lot of scav guns, a lot of the starter AKs, the Vepers, and, it's just way more money for you in the end and helps you out a lot. Tip 3 for beginners, I would say, would be Learn Factory. Devil Dog, I will link one of Devil Dog's videos, is what I used. It is one of the best guides for Factory. Just the callouts itself, if you're playing with friends, if you're not playing with friends, Factory can be try not to cuss, a bad experience if you're trying to learn it by yourself. Just watch Devil Dog's video. I might even make a video later on about it, depending on how well this video does, but I'll just link Devil Dog's. His video is great, so do that. And that would be tip number 3. Learn Factory, because Factory is a crucial in and out. You don't have to spend 30 minutes. You spend 10 minutes and get a lot of loot, get a lot of kills, get a lot of dog tags, earn a lot of money. Factory is the quickest way to make money and level up, that period. There's other maps that are great, Shoreline and Woods, but Factory is just by far the quickest. Tip number 4 would be put backpacks inside of the backpack. For people who bought the standard edition for the game, you can put 100 backpacks inside of each other. So you put one backpack and you drag another one over it, and then you put those inside of another backpack. You kind of go, it's like a left and right system. As seen on screen, you can see how much stuff you can cram into the size of one backpack. So don't just put one backpack in your inventory and say it takes like whatever, 4 by whatever it is, 3 by 3, right? And then another one takes 3 by 3, and then another one takes 3 by 3, and then another one takes 3 by 3. Just takes up too much space. Stack them all inside of each other, and with the very first backpack that goes into the other one, this is kind of confusing. So backpack number 1, you put a whole bunch of gear inside of that, and then you could put that pack inside of another backpack, and then so on and so forth. You just keep on going on and on and on and on and on with the backpack system. It saves a lot of space for the people who bought any version of the game, really. Just learn that, because I know maybe a lot of people might not pick that up their first day or whatever until they hear it from somebody or watch it during stream. Tip number 5 is gear fear. What this basically means is the fear to lose your gear. Now, you got to think, at the end of the day, if you have gear and you're not going to use the gear, what's the point of having the gear? So don't hoard a whole bunch of gear. Maybe save up a couple guns until you feel safe where you can go out with one and you know the map a little bit better. And you just don't be afraid to lose gear, pretty much, at the end of the day. It's stupid. Take this from someone who has wasted a lot of time throughout a lot, and I mean a lot, of DayZ, Arma, Rust, a lot of hours not really enjoying my playtime because I was afraid to lose the gear. And you end up spending a lot more time not playing than you would just grinding to get that gear back. You end up spending a lot more time not playing, just sitting there and kind of twiddling your thumbs. And if you're not going to use your gear in Tarkov, at least you're just going to keep on grinding, right? Might as well for more gear that you're just not going to use. So you might as well get that fear out of the way, learn the maps, which that'll bring it into number 6. Learn the maps. I will link a website that shows all the maps, the extractions for scav and PMC and spawn points, because that is a very crucial part of Tarkov. If you don't know where to extract, you're kind of fucked. And at the beginning of the game, it will tell you where you have to extract. The one with question marks, it'll be like 3 question marks. Might be an extraction, might not, just question marks, you know. So might as well just go for the one that you know absolutely you can extract from. And I think that is going to wrap up this video. 6 is plenty. I said I wasn't going to get to 10, and I think 10 would be too much because that would be another at least 5 minutes. So I'm just going to wrap this one up and do maybe another one in the future. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. This is MCLN. I really do hope you enjoyed, and have a good day. See ya.